everyone. Welcome to my live Chalk Couture event. I haven't done lives in a while. I posted some on YouTube, different places on Facebook, but I wanted to do one for my VIP folks. And I'm going to go over a few different things today. And I'm really excited. We have a whole new product line. Chalk Couture has really been changing and growing, and there's so many exciting new products that I wanted to go over some of those with you and talk about if you are interested in this and you want to join, how easy it is to do that and what fun you can have yourself. So I'm going to just make sure that we're actually on and everything's working. And then I'm going to get going. So what I have set up here is, I'm getting hooked up on my computer. This is an array of some of the colors of chalk paste that I have. There are so many different colors. I believe we had 35. Some of those are going to phase out and we're going to get new ones. So this is just some of them. They used to come in smaller 2 ounce and now they come in 3 ounce. It makes getting that squeegee inside the container a whole lot easier. It holds more, and then we also have 8 ounce. So if you can imagine, if you're using a lot of one particular color or several colors, especially during different seasons, you're going to want to get the 8 ounce sizes. It's more economical. Okay, and a lot easier to work with. If you have questions, I am watching my computer here. I'll try to get those answered for you. So let's just jump in. All right, so what I have today is I have a bunch of different Chalk Couture stencils, transfers that I'm going to show you today. So Chalk Couture is, for those of you who are new to the product, it is a sticky back stencil, so to speak. And let me open one for you. So they come packaged like this, and then they have a backing. When you're done using them, you can reuse them. You can use them over and over again. As long as you keep them in good shape, you can plan to use them many times. So I do classes with these all the time, or I make gifts for people. I also make bags and hand towels and kitchen towels and that sort of thing. I put them on cups and plates, and then just wash them and you can use them over and over again. So they come packaged like this. This is actually a silk screen. So everywhere where you see the white showing through, this is the design that's going to come through. When you remove it, the side that is glossy is what you're going to stick it back to. Typically what people will do is they'll just go ahead and just draw on the back real quick with a magic marker so they'll know that that's the back, so that when they go put it back on, they don't stick the transfer on the non-glossy side. It's going to make it a lot more difficult to take it off. So we definitely want to get as many uses out of these as humanly possible. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to show you a few things. We're going to talk about chalk, and then we're going to talk about ink. Now, Chalkology chalk paste is a semi-permanent chalk paste, and like I said, it comes in all these beautiful colors. And semi-permanent meaning that I often make mine permanent. So you put it on there, it hardens within just a couple of minutes, and then if you want to make it permanent, I spray mine with a polyacrylic. Just a clear satin polyacrylic. Excuse me, you can choose to do that, or you can chalk on a chalkboard, any surface. Actually, just chalk on any surface you'd like, and after you're done looking at it, you want to change it out for a new season or maybe a gift to give somebody else, then you can spritz it with water and give it a minute and wipe it off and just start chalking all over again. So that's the cool part about it. Now you can put the design on use the Chalkology chalk paste and choose to do nothing with it. You can just put it right on your wall and it'll stay, as long as it's not doused with water, it's going to stay as is. All right, and then you can chalk around it too. So when you first get your transfer out, you're going to want to stick it to something, especially when you're working with non-porous surfaces. So chalkboard is a little more forgiving, but things like glass, ceramic, that sort of thing, if you stick it right on there, it's going to give you a little bit of a fit coming off. So I just like to, they call this defuzz or fuzz, that's what I like to do. All right, and then I'm going to place it down on top of my board. Now this little board here you can see that they're really movable. When I do my board classes, sometimes people, you know, they want to use the 651 or 631 stencils. I use the vinyl to cut stencils for folks. It's not very forgiving if you want to move it around on your project board. But this one is. You can just pick it up and move it again. Even after you stick it down, you can move it. All right, so this chalkboard is just something that I put together. I took a piece of board that I bought from Lowe's and cut it down, and then I put some old pallet wood pieces on it and stapled it to the back. It was that simple. So I'm going to just place it right down on my board and, you know, find a good placement for it. And now I'm going to smooth it down. All right, this is going to be so simple. You guys are going to love this. So I'm going to smooth it down. And all I'm looking to do here is I don't want like it's super sticky. It doesn't need to stick real well, but it does need to have a good connection or adhesion between the transfer itself and the surface you're putting it on. So that nothing kind of, just like if you used a stencil that you cut yourself on your Cricut or your Silhouette. But you want to make sure that nothing's going to seep up underneath it. So what I'm going to do next is the hardest part I think here is going to be choosing the colors. All right, so I chose this design. Says this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And this is a beautiful one. Actually, Chocolate Tour, if you buy this one, they are donating money to a, oh gosh, I forgot the name of the project they're donating it to. But this is a really cool design. I think it's going to sell well. By the way, I did put a link to my online site. And if there's anything that I show you later that you don't see on my site, or if you just need to pick something up quick, I have a bunch of stuff in stock that I can send to you. All right, so this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I think it needs probably some yellow. Sometimes when I do my classes, I have kept these older jars, so that's gonna be why you're gonna see them. I've kept them because sometimes it's easier for me to give them to people if I have the smaller jars, and then I take the bigger jars and dump them in the smaller ones, just to make it a little more manageable. All right, what do I want to do? I love this pink. Actually, I'm gonna go for the lighter pink because I think against the black board maybe it'll look better. And then maybe I'll do some white. All right, now what I've done is I have these squeegees that they sell that you can get right on my site, and then I've taken one of them and just cut it apart. Now I'm going to do that for some of the little tiny spaces that I don't want to get like a bunch of chalk in, and I want to be pretty precise about. So I'm going to start with the white, and what I like to do is use these little plastic stir sticks they're just, you can get on Amazon, and they're just little makeup stirs. I don't even know how much I paid for them. I probably paid maybe $5 for a pack of 100, and I just wash them and reuse them. All right, then I'm just gonna mix this around, and what you want it to feel like is you want it to feel like sour cream maybe, okay? If it is not the consistency that you want, I keep a little spray bottle around, and you're just gonna spritz it. This is also what I do when I decide that I'm done and I wanna close it up. I'm gonna spritz it once or twice and then put the lid on it. That way it kind of keeps that chalk paste really pliable and good to work with. All right, let's see. Where do I want to, now that I'm looking at it, I'm not really excited about the white. Let's go for yellow. Usually when I open it, I do go ahead and spritz it just to make sure that it's going to give me the consistency I want. Now, cool thing about Chalkology chalk paste is that if you get it on yourself, you're just going to wipe it off. It's not permanent. It's not like the ink, so you're fine. Let me grab something here. Okay, again, if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, so let me grab, I'm going to start with this. I like the yellow, so I'm going to put I'm going to put it on light, I think. Now with the Chalkology chalk paste, you do want to work pretty quickly because it does dry. And if you leave this on, if you if you're used to like doing crafting with the stencils that you might cut yourself with a Cricut or Silhouette, then you're used to leaving it on until it dries so that it doesn't bleed, but not with this. You're going to want to take it off. So we're going to put on a thin layer, and we put it on and we scrape it right off, and then all the extra goes right there. So, you know, with other type of stencils, we lose all that paint, but not with the Chalkology chalk paste. All right. All right. The cool thing about this too is if I make a mistake, I can spritz off, I can let it dry and then spritz off the area that I made this mistake on, and I'll just lay it back over there, and it'll be fine. Okay, let me see if I can get some more yellow in here somewhere. All right, I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I just had a paint class, and it was a lot of fun. All right. Now, you can just dip it in here and do it this way. Sometimes people like to put it on heavy like this and scrape it off. That's up to you. I'll show it to you both ways. I think it comes down to personal preference, because after you learn how to use it, you get a little more daring. First of all, when you first get started, you're like, oh, not so sure about this. I would say, you know, just be brave and jump right in, because you can't really make a mistake. If you hate it, you wash it off, you start over. It's not the end of the world. Okay, now at this point, I'm thinking it's warm in my house. I don't know, I don't have the AC up high enough, but if it gets too warm, then your design, your chalk paste may dry. All right, so in that case, I might want to do something else. All right, so I am going to check out this pink. I don't know if this is going to turn out so great, but we're going to try. It's like Bob Ross, right? Only happy mistakes. So if we make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. You know, another thing you can do too is when you get this on here, you can do an ombre. You can let them sort of bleed into each other, and you can even mix it with your finger once it gets on here to sort of get a better blending going on. I don't know if you guys have seen my fall leaves video, but that's where I really teach people how to do the blending. So I'm just gonna do what I think I want to do here. Okay, so now if you get to a point where, you know, you feel like, you know what, I think I've probably left this on too long, and when I pull it off, if you leave it on too long, the Chalkology chalk paste is going to dry inside that screen, inside of that silk screen, and what's going to happen is when you pull the design off, there goes your all your hard work with it. Well, it's not really that hard, you can see. Super simple. But if you feel like you've waited too long, then you could actually get a paper towel and get it a little bit wet, lay it on it, let it sort of reactivate, re-moisturize that chalk paste, and then just pull it off, and then you're going to be good to go. All right. We're going to look at the ink too after this to see how well the ink works. Okay, so when you're doing this, one of the things to keep in mind is if you're going to be doing any blending, the color should not go back into the chalk paste jar. I usually have like just a little thing hanging around that that I'm putting it in. Now I'm going to spritz mine a little bit because I do feel like it's been here for a while. That's just me. And that was just a really light spritzing. All right, let's take her off and see what happens. Now, you're going to want to peel, grab a corner, and then peel the whole thing. This, because it's fabricated, it does work on a bias, so if you pull it sideways, it's going to pull up the, it's going to stretch your transfer, and you don't want to do that because you want to get a lot of use out of this. That was a long one. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this and it's going to get a bath. So I'm going to put it in a thing of water. Oh, look at that. That turned out so cute. This is just a Mr. Clean that I cut apart, and I used it to help. Oh, look at that. Now that turned out so perfect. Do you see how quick that was? So I can make so many of these so very quickly, and you know, put them up at my shop, make them for friends, have get-togethers with a ladies group, whatever you'd like to do. Now, once this is in here, I've been starting to scrub mine, just taking the Mr. Clean and scrubbing the top like this. Actually, scrubbing is probably a bad word, but just lightly going over it. And then it is ready to go. I'll just take it, and what I have is I have a, when I give a class or if I'm working on lots of them, I have a laundry rack, and I just hang it over the side of the rack and let it dry upside down. So we're going to put this here. All right, the next thing we're going to work on is I want to show you some of the products that Chocolatura has come out with. So they have lots of great new surfaces. They have little makeup bags. They have totes. There are cool, really cool chalkboards. There are some really like create and take type chalkboards. This is a chalkboard with a stand, which is really cool. It just sits right in there. Or you can set it up this way. So super cool, and it's double-sided. So you could do 2 designs. That can make a cool little gift. So I'm going to just spritz this like I told you before. Let's throw these in the water. We are going to move on. All right, next up, we're going to talk about the ink. All right, so the ink is permanent. So when you're using the ink, you are going to want to protect your clothing. You know, you do need to make sure that anything you like is not going to come in direct contact with that ink unless you want it to be permanent. What you will do with the ink is you're going to heat set it. I've actually bought little Teflon sheets. You can buy them I bought them on Amazon. I think I bought 4 of them or 5 of them for just a couple dollars. And you're just going to lay the Teflon sheet on the top of the ink after it dries. This is if it were on fabric. And then you can just leave it on there for a couple of minutes, flip it over, do the other side if you can, and then you should be good to go. On ceramic items, there is information on the website about how to care for the ceramic products, but basically you're going to put them in the oven. They need to be oven-safe products. At glass, ceramic, like I said, you can put those in the oven, and you start with an oven that is not hot, and you can put them in for 30, I believe it's 30 minutes. I could be speaking out of school there, but I believe that that's right. All right, so with this board, like I said, there's tons of great boards that we have out now, but I just thought this was like a really cool little make and take. This is very inexpensive, and it fits so many of the little stencils. So let me show you. So there's some cute ones. You know, dreams do come true. Bloom where you're planted. I wonder how much of that brilliant I could get on there. I could put my be humble and kind. I could put part of the hive and my bee on there, or just humble and kind. And again, like I said, it goes this way as well. I've got these all kinds of mixed up. So let me see. Where the little ones are? Where are the little guys? Oh, this one is super cute. Now, I was going to do this, but one of the ladies in this group posted this, and I'm like, dang it, I was going to do that. This one is perfect. It says, have courage and be kind. And so if you look in our group, she did a really cute job. But that's perfect for this. So we have a number of transfers that are very inexpensive, and they work well with this get-up. And like I said, you could do it 2-sided. Now, a chalk on wood. My classes, usually I'll do a chalkboard, or I'll do a wood tray, or a wood farmhouse style sign with the frame that I make. And so they'll paint the background, we'll let it dry. I'll talk to them about the chalk paste and the transfers, and then we'll go to town and decorate. And then they'll spray over it with the polyacrylic. But we do all kinds of things. It's on metal, just about any surface you could think of. All right, so moving on to the fabric one. I thought this one would be fun. There are a couple, I picked these up from Michael's before Chalk Couture offered their bags. So before we had any bags to sell. So I got these in the spring section, and I had a couple of cool ones. This one about cancer survivor, I thought that would be cute to put on here. So these transfers, as you can see, they are meant to be, some of them come in a whole piece, depending on what you do. You saw that the one that I just did came in one piece, and some of them have lines between some of the lettering, and these are meant to be cut apart so that some of them are layered and some of them just get placed any way that you want them. But the reason for this is so that you can mix and match, which makes for thousands of designs. So you may decide that you have only, you want to get started and you only have maybe 10 transfers. You can have so many designs just with those 10 transfers. You can have a party with, now one of the things that people have a misconception of is, say I want to do a party and it's on, breast cancer awareness, or I'm a survivor, find the cure. This is cancer of all sorts, right? We could do pink, we could do purple, we could do any color that was important to us. And a lot of people think that if I'm going to have 10 people, I need 10 transfers, and that's just not true. My ratio, I'm saying, is probably about 1 for every 8 people. So if I were going to offer a class on this, I bet you not everybody would want to do this. If I had a couple other transfers out there, they'd be super happy about that. And plus they can take pieces from other transfers and add it to this one. So that's really cool. All right, so I thought that would be fun. Let me put this here. But I found another one too. Okay. Oh, Corey, you didn't mess up my live. Actually, it allowed me to move on to something else, so no worries. All right, so I've got this cool one. This is one of those that you cut up. And unfortunately, I'm looking around. What the heck did I do with my scissors? So I'll have to go get some, but I thought this would be fun. This is, and I've done so many of these bags. I just love these bags. People love them, and I've sold several. So this one looks like it's got confetti. So I was going to do that across the top here. And then it says, throw kindness around like confetti. And that looks like a lot of fun. So I'm going to try that. Let me see if I got my scissors in here. That bag, by the way, is an artist bag. And I just get these big, let me show you. I carry it around. I carry it around to different events, and then I have these large artist books, and I put my transfers in these. And then the smaller ones I use for, like, I think I have one that's just, one piece items, or sometimes I do have one that's just all animals, and another one that's just all flowers, just to kind of help people find what they need. So some folks say, hey, can I make up my own saying? Maybe if I just want confetti, but I wanted to say something else. Absolutely. We have, I think I put it over here. We do have letters. So you can make your own saying if you like. There's so many great designs that are available. But like I said, make your own. Mix and match. Last year, I joined right before Christmas, like right at Thanksgiving, or before Thanksgiving, and we did a lot of Christmas stuff. Oh my word, it was crazy. It just was a crazy time. It was awesome, but a lot going on. Okay, so I'm going to take this and peel the front off. And I'm going to put it where I want it. Now you could choose to put tape around this or something to protect it. I never do. I should, because I'm a very messy crafter, but I don't. So this is Chalk Couture's Couture ink, and it comes in a wide variety of colors. Just beautiful. So this is an old Chalkology chalk paste container, and I just put it in here because this is the one I use for when I mix my colors. So I'm going to come in here. I think the pink will look really nice on here. And this is so simple. This is even more simple than the chalk paste, to be honest with you. What I'm going to do here is just go over this. This is, again, like silkscreen, just like a shirt you might have that has sayings on it. This is the same, they use silkscreen for that process of making your shirts. All right, so I'm going to go through here, and I have found that I like to go over it twice. So you do want to scrape off as much ink as you can. You just hardly need anything, and you always want to salvage as much as you can because, I mean, why waste it? So what I feel like is best, and everybody's going to have their own take on it, but what I have discovered is best for me is to go on with a lighter touch and come back around and hit it again. And that doesn't mean 10 minutes later. That literally means as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to start at the top. And I think that layers are better instead of just hitting it heavy, because I don't want it to bleed through. That to me doesn't look very professional. Even though this is a bag, I don't want it to even bleed through on the lining. All right. So I'm done with that. So now I'm going to circle back and go up to the top here. Go over it all again. Okay, so cleaning these, and I'll show you in a minute, but cleaning these cleaning the transfer after you're done inking seems like it might be a little different from chalking, but it's not. Actually, that's where I find those Mr. Clean eraser things to come in big, really come in handy, because it just comes off so quickly with that. So think of this, I mean, this could be just a really cool, ladies' night out project. I'm just working with a couple of colors, but you could do anything you want. The ink is very forgiving in terms of time. So if you want to leave this on and go, talk to your friends or do whatever you want to do and come back and think about another part of your project and leave this transfer in place, it doesn't matter if you allow it to dry. It's going to be just fine. All right, so I'm just going to look this over and make sure that I don't have anything, white, no white popping through. I definitely want to get a good layer on it so that when I take it off, it's going to be gorgeous. All right. Same deal. I'm just going to pull it off. Awesome. Terrific. Good crisp lines. Throw kindness around like confetti. All right. And now I'm going to just take my confetti. So the confetti comes down around the wording. I don't have to use this if I don't want to. I can just use part of it. I can cut it up. Probably actually the best thing to do would be to let this dry. I'm not a very patient crafter. So I'm going to move on. Okay, to avoid getting a pattern, I think I'm going to I'm gonna slip this underneath here. I'm gonna do, I think I'll do some, is that gorgeous? This turns out so nice. It's so, it's a wonderful gold. And when it dries, it's so awesome. So I'm gonna do some gold. And I think I'm also gonna do a little bit of pink in there every now and then. Let's see how that works out. It's like I can't decide which one I'm gonna use. Okay. It's like I want it to go gold to pink, I think maybe. That may not even be a good idea, but we're gonna try it out anyway. These bags, I actually went to Michael's and I got these bags for a really great deal. And I paid $5 each, and what I found is if you go to Michael's, if you buy in bulk, they will give you the discount. So, you know, basically I said, I'm going to need several of them, and I can either come back and get in line every time I want to buy another one with my 40% off coupon, or you could just give me my 40% off each one. So they're just, Michael's is very easy to work with. They're so very helpful. They also give me a teacher's discount. I'm not a teacher, but I do own a studio. So, well, I guess I shouldn't say I'm not a teacher then, right? But I'm not a teacher in the traditional teacher sense, like not at a school. But they still honor the teacher discount. So that's super cool. All right, let's see where we got on this one. That's cute. That's super cute. Ah, I'm stuck. All right, so the best thing for me to do is to give this baby a bath and do it all over again. Let me see if I can do that. What we don't want to do is the back to stick to the back. Okay, so try to avoid that. I think I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna chance it. Do not try this at home. Don't do what I'm doing. Put this up underneath there so it doesn't bleed on my project. Okay, and I'm going to do it again. Hold your breath. I think I really am going to have to wait for the thing to dry in order to do it in the middle. Well, never mind. We'll give it a shot. You know what I should have sitting here that makes too much sense, but for some reason I didn't load up here, was I need to have my my disinfectant wipes, because that helps out a lot. Then I could just be wiping this off and moving it to the next spot. Didn't think about that. You know, you just never know. We're going live. Sometimes it's just like, dang, I'm supposed to be going live, and then you rush around. It's the craziest thing. If you guys ever do lives, you know what I'm talking about. You're just like, oh, I'm supposed to be on camera, crud. Then you're like, hey, my camera's not working. Okay. Oh, cute, cute, cute. All right, so I'm going to clean this a little bit, and we're going to see what's happening. Okay, all right, so let me show you. So far it looks like this. We're gonna put some more in. All right, let me get this cleaned off. This is probably like a big no-no, so. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Because as my husband says, I'll do what I want, so. That's what we're going to do here. I'll probably be sorry later. You're probably going to want to let it dry. All right, let me grab a towel. You guys are so patient working with me and waiting on me, working through this mess. Okay. All right, now let's try her out. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Look at it. It left a beautiful design on the paper. So typically you would just put this down here and wipe it off with a disinfectant wipe, and it'll wipe away the ink, and you're good to start over again. I just didn't have it with me. I was not prepared. Okay, I am good to go. Here we go. Last part. Let's get this baby going here. Now I'm just going to overlap it and pray for the best. Oh yeah, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Okay. I'm going to bring some of this pink down in here right now because I'm just excited about the pink. Okay, it's coming along. All right. Let me get some more gold, and then we'll do the big reveal and see what happened. So like I was saying, we got a ton of new products. So if you've never tried it before, you've got to hop on my website and take a look. After I'm done this, I'm going to show you some of the recent transfers that I've purchased, and you're welcome to purchase anything directly from me or on my website. Today, if you guys are interested in buying anything, let me know, because I will go ahead and give you a discount. But in order for me to give you a discount, I have to make the purchase for you, because that's the only way that I can do that for you. So you just send me a private message or put in the comments what you'd like to order, and then I'll go ahead and order that and give you the discount. So what I would do is just send you a total of what it was you said that you wanted, along with shipping and tax and the discount. Okay, you guys excited? Put some in here, that's fun. All right, hopefully I didn't totally mess it up. I'm just the worst. I'm so messy. All right. Oh my gosh, it's too cute. It is really very cute, you guys. Put this over here. I was a little bit nervous about getting this one part over here, so I missed it. So I'll just go in there and bake it. There we go. Now it's awesome. All right, there we go. Throw confetti, or throw confetti. Throw kindness around like confetti. That is very cute. I'm glad I did the gold up there. When it dries, it is going to just sparkle. It's going to be really cool. All right, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. I am going to show you some of the transfers that I have on hand. If you say, hey, I just don't have time to wait for all that. What I do have on hand is I have, it says, hello, gorgeous, handsome, good morning. Lots of great choices there. This is Life is a Beautiful Ride, and it's actually a hot air balloon. It goes together really nice. They, if you're at all like concerned about how to put these together, we do have examples and the size that they come out to be. If you look online on my website, you can look through the catalog, or you can actually look at the product itself. Click on the product and then just click a couple of times on the picture, and it'll give you an example of what it looks like when it's finished. And then it'll also have it being held up to a mannequin so that you can see what size it really is. It gives you the dimensions as well, but just for you to kind of see what it looks like. This is have courage to be kind. Have courage and be kind. This one I really love. I can't wait to do this one. Grandchildren, fill the spaces in your heart you never knew was empty. Isn't that so cute? But because it has the hands separately, you can do as many hands as you want. Here's some fall elements. It says, be brilliant. These are some of the smaller ones. Dreams do come true. Bloom where you're planted. This one's super, super popular at what I do. This honeybee, this bee turns out beautiful. And she also has a little crown. The honeycomb is awesome. But it says, be happy, humble and kind, and then hide rules. And then down here it says queen bee. I bought so many of these. This one I did on this, she believed she could, so she did. I did this one on those totes, and it sold really well. Along with, when I get there, I'll show you. All right, always believe something wonderful is about to happen. This one's super awesome. This has been really popular on, you know, you could do just this part, maybe on a round, on a tray, doing it on a metal milk can. This one's gorgeous. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's got so much going on. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is called Boho Flowers. I use this one a lot. And I mix and match it with like welcome and different things. But these flowers are just absolutely gorgeous. And they also have arrows. All right, beautiful, for spacious skies. This one's great. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. What's great about this is you can just make a birthday board, and year after year, or birthday after birthday, especially if you have a lot of kids, you can just put their name in there and put the age that they are. This happy camper is really cute. Again, another layered look. This one, I think for coming up for the holidays, this is great. The sugar cookies. This one was an anchor with seashells. These are good for cups and coasters and that sort of thing. It says coffee and sunshine, but first coffee. These I used on the kitchen towels. These turned out really cute. So I did like a red and black mixture. Wicked Chickens Lay Deviled Eggs and Kitchens Closed. The Zappers had it. When I first saw this, I'm like, that's awful, but it's so cute, so cute. This henna design, you guys can't believe how good this comes out, like with really bright colors, like bright pink, bright purple. It's fabulous looking. This one is probably my most favorite. It's the most versatile. I use this one at Christmas, these snowflakes, but I use it throughout the year. You can use it on just about anything in the background. I do a lot of layering with this one. It turns out beautiful. This wreath is great. It's got years. Beautiful. This one I've done signs, wood signs for, and this turned out really well. Being grateful for what you have makes what you have enough. Together is our favorite place. Enjoy the little things. This one's cute, wild and free. These designs can come down in between the antlers. Hello, I use this as a Christmas countdown. I make boards for a Christmas countdown. It stays till Christmas. A lemonade, grills. We are living our adventure. This is probably my, I was going to say my most favorite, but I said the snowflakes were. This one has garnered the most number of views on my YouTube channel, because this one, I love these fall leaves. I mean, I just could not get enough of these fall leaves, and I didn't do them in one color. I would put a couple, you know, several colors like red and orange and yellow and purple, and then do blending, and they really pop. They're gorgeous. I mean, I can't say enough about those. Okay, this is a thing of succulents. Another type of raising my tribe. This one has been extremely popular on our wood signs because it fits perfectly on the signs that I do. I do a 12 by 20 inch wood framed that I make, and they paint it, and this gets used over and over again. This one is very popular. I love you a bushel and a peck and a hug around your neck. I'm addicted to the farmhouse. So this is a pig and a rooster and chain link fence. Behind here, there's multiple transfers in here. This is some of our fonts. There are several fonts. When I was showing you the Boho Flowers earlier, and I said I mixed them with things. I often mix the Boho Flowers. I don't know what I do with them now. Here we go. With this welcome. And I will put a boho flower, like half of the boho flower over it, and it turns out so cute. Okay, mountains, the beach, adventure, this way. Oh, here's some 4th of July stuff. This is an accompaniment. There is the vintage truck has now been separated into just the vintage truck, and then there are several add-ons for fall and winter, spring, and then a summer. So these are these little ones again together. So blessed and thankful. You know, you could put these blocks, do the wood blocks, and do so many of these so very quickly for crafting and sewing in the winter. Okay, well-behaved women barely make history. Rarely make history. I love this one. All kinds of things. This one I love. This is one of the new ones. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, more loved than you know. All right, so let's talk about, I'm going to show you a few more, but let's talk about what it's like to be involved with Chocolate Tour and what's in it for you, basically. Besides all the wonderful things that you personally can make and sell, or you can have parties, there's all kinds of things that you can do with this, and I do. I use it. The reason I got involved was I was looking for a stencil that I could use over and over and over again because I hate cutting them. I really hate. I have a silhouette, and for the classes that I do, I will probably never get 100% away from them, but I have done away with about 75% of cutting, and I use these almost exclusively. And folks say, I can't believe that people would come in and they would do signs and they would be like beholden to just a few designs. But when you think about it, the people, when I put my designs out, when I put these, my books out that I showed you, they just sit there forever and think of these wonderful designs. They take little pieces and move them around, and they do different colors, and they come back and get other pieces, and they just love it. It's like you didn't put out a design and say, this is what you're going to use. You put out choices, and they make their own personalized design and never are two the same. So that's what's really great. Okay, so that's if you're going to do a party. But the great thing about Chocolate Tour, if you want to get involved, it's $99 for you to have a starter kit. I believe you get 8 transfers. You get 5 pastes. I mean, that's way more than I got when I started. You get beautiful, I think it's called the Adrian. You get a beautiful chalkboard. It's very nice chalkboard. You get the around chalkboard. You get a small squeegee. You get the larger angled squeegee. You get some welcome, I'm sorry, let me think about it, what it is. Some thank you cards. You get your apron. I know I'm leaving something out, but for $99, I can't buy that for $99. And it gives you an awesome start. The inks don't come with it, but what does come with it, which is super cool, is 50% off coupon. So after you get your kit, you make, and you don't have to do it right away. You can wait, I think it's up to 60 days. But you make your first purchase and make sure it's big. You get 50% off of everything. That is super cool. So and then the other thing outside of that is, like, I use these products for my business. I use them to make things, to sell. I use them to have classes, and then for my grandkids, they do fundraisers with them. They sell stuff really well. The great part about it is the products, as a designer, you get 40% off. So if you want to resell these and you want to give people a discount, which I do all of the time because I am excited about these and I want people to use them, you can do it much less expensive for, obviously, if you're a designer. All right, so here's another one, some crosses. Love, charity, hope, faith. This is a nice one. Love is spoken here. See, it's like two. So it says love is spoken here, and then it says be still and know that I am God, and it has a Psalm 46:10. But this, it's 2 in 1. It's a good deal. This is a cool one with the globe. So it's a layered thing. But I've been seeing people do like this moon, starting to do that for like Halloween, or I love you to the moon and back. And here they have the moon. But this says life takes you to unexpected places. Love brings you home. All right, here's another be still. You can tell I love that one. This is super cool. This is a newer one. The map of the states. And it says so many things. Our favorite, my heart belongs, adventure happened, places here, sweet home. So you can make it say what you want it to say. This is a new one. You are my sunshine. And it comes in pieces. This is going to be another layered one. All right. Few more. This is, I bought this one because I'm planning to do these, and I know that this, I think this is $14. It says first day of, and then it goes to, first grade, second grade, kindergarten, preschool. It's my, whatever, and you can just mix and match and do these, make these signs. I bought several of these because I'm planning, number one, to have a class, and number two, I'm going to make the heck out of these and sell them for school. And the great thing about it is I don't have to cut the stencils. I'm just going to chalk them, and when I have several laid out, I just chalk it, pick it up, move it over, chalk it, pick it up, move it over. They are so quick. All right, so this is my new favorite. I bought this long chalkboard, and I'm so excited to use this one. It's pumpkin pie, and it is the recipe for it. Now you can see that these are cut in, there are white lines, so I'll cut it apart. It's pretty big, and I'm super jazzed about this one. This is ridiculously popular in the fall. And my last one, favorite, Christmas is my absolute favorite time of the year. I'm sorry, I forgot the charming witch and her little monsters live here with the handsome devil. This is my favorite. And they had, there used to be another Christmas tree, and it got retired. And sometimes some of the favorite stencils get retired. But when they come out, they come up with something that's better. So they have this Christmas tree. I'm so excited about it. Look at all the layers on this Christmas tree. So so basically, as you're going, you're dressing up this Christmas tree. So you're starting with one part of the tree, and see the packages underneath it. Then you're going to put some additional stuff over it, and some more again. So this is a layered thing. So think of all the beautiful colors and really fine detail you can get. That's one of the things I really love about this. You're going to get some super fine detail that you can't get on stencils that you cut without weeding forever. So I'm delighted that you guys just stopped in to watch. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, if you weren't able to come for the live, if you weren't available for the live, if you're interested in purchasing anything, or you want to join my team, I'm looking to add 2 more people to my team this month. And this month is almost over. So 2 more people to my team. I would love to have you join. You would absolutely love it. $99 to start. And quarterly, you must spend $200. Super simple to do. If you sell them yourself, if you make things with them, or if you do parties, completely worth it. Your time is money, and I did so I'm cheap. On top of being a messy crafter, I'm also cheap. So I did an evaluation of, is it cheaper for me to buy blades, have my machine, cut the stencils, buy my transfer tape, and even if I don't weed the stencils, I have my students do that. Like I went to almost doing nothing. How much is it cost-wise versus getting these and using these over and over again? And I'm a believer in Chalk Couture, and I am not leaving Chalk Couture because this for me has been a lifesaver. And it has exploded in terms of things that I can make and buy. So take a few minutes, go online, use the link, take a look at all the products that are available. On the left-hand side, when you first go in the store, there's a little, looks like maybe a drop-down, and you can see the spring catalog, you can see the winter catalog, you can see the cool stuff that's coming up. If it's not online right now, I may have it, or it may be coming out next month. So exciting things ahead, and I'd love to have you just try this stuff out. And also, if you've tried it and you're a believer, or if you just want to jump in with both feet, which is what I did, join me. Thanks guys for watching.